Minister of Rural Land Reform, Minister Togo Titiza. All right, now South Africans will soon head to the polls in what many expect to be a game-changing election. I don't know if that's the right term, but according to Fetola CEO Catherine Wijnberg, small and medium-sized businesses have to prepare for yet another unpredictable year due to the uncertainty of the political landscape. Now, we are joined by Catherine herself to discuss this further. Catherine, thank you so much for your time. Of course, businesses anywhere in the world, sometimes they're affected by issues that don't pertain to anything that they've decided on, right? So in terms of our landscape here in South Africa, it being an election year, etc., what are some of those factors that business owners need to look out for?
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, maybe just to contextualize, in Fetola, we help people to start, grow and scale successful businesses. And so in order to do that, we need to be able to prepare them to manage any scenario. We need to help them to grow and to grow in resilience, and ultimately to be really good as an opportunity for investors. So we need to help them to be successful no matter the environment. And one of the good things is that we have just come through the pandemic. The many hundreds of businesses that we worked with all over South Africa showed incredible resilience during that period. And they've really learned in order to pivot and look for new opportunities and to really make the most of changing circumstances. So this year coming up with elections is in some ways no different. And so, in fact, I'm running a specific webinar on the 6th of this month to help businesses with the action plans as to how to do that. But maybe just in summary, one of the things is to say for small businesses that are in areas where they're concerned there may be violence or disruption as a result of the election, they can do simple things. They can look now at their security. They can look to downscale the amount of stock that they're holding in their businesses. They can really look at their insurance. Are they covered by insurance? Have they got enough insurance? So there are practical things that a business that really feels at risk in the election environment can be doing. Sorry for that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No worries. It looks like she just wants to join you.
Working from home and load shedding and a cat. Well, there you go. It can't get more real than that, can it?
Yeah, I guess that's probably also one of the other things that businesses need to look out for. But tell me, in terms of load shedding in our context in South Africa, I'm assuming that's the other issue that small businesses need to look out for. But at the same time, some of them are not making enough to be able to make alternative arrangements.
I think there's two things there.
Yeah.
I think businesses, it's kind of here to stay. I mean, there's no surprises now on load shedding. We know it, we expect it. Most businesses have made provisions for it. There's two things. I think if they haven't yet made provisions, I think it's a really good idea for business to cluster. So not to just look and say, oh, well, it's a quick fix, but realize that this thing is going to be here for some period in the future. So look at clustering, look at creating partnerships where together maybe 4 or 5 businesses can come into one space and find solutions for that. Some of the partners that we work with, for example, FNB, have really been proactive, and they're providing load shedding devices for businesses that are in our accelerators. But so those kind of things can be really good on a practical level. The other thing is the biggest investment in South Africa at the moment is renewables.
Yeah.
And so there's a huge opportunity for businesses to actually say, wow, it's not just a problem, it's an opportunity. And so we've got partners coming to us that are solar providers looking to kind of build a value chain with small businesses. And that's actually really exciting for the small business sector.
A lot of people don't understand how small businesses are affected by so many things, just like businesses. But talk to me about whether or not one of those things that will, affect small business is geopolitical issues, the decision that we made to approach the ICJ, or that our government made to approach the ICJ on Israel, Russia, Ukraine. Does that also affect small business?
That's such an important point. And I think the thing is business, whether you're a big business, whether you're an investor, whether you're a small business, we can't stick our head in the sands. And I think one of the things that's so exciting about this series of talks about trends is that for the first time, we're really bringing this information to the coalface, interpreting it for the small business. And what the small business owner needs to understand is what happens on the other side of the world, whether it's Ukraine or Gaza, or decisions that are made globally can really make a direct impact on you as an entrepreneur in South Africa. And so on that, what I'm seeing is that, yes, already in the pandemic, big corporates realized that they'd made a mistake just having one supply chain from China. And they already started to say, let's bring our supply chain closer. What you're going to find in 2024 is an increase in that. In fact, I just heard the CEO of Woolworths just yesterday saying how they're now having to direct ships into Walvis Bay because of the problems in the ports. And what that means is that they're going to be looking, they're already saying they're going to be doing it, they're looking to bring smaller local supply chains. And knowing that, it's the time for entrepreneurs to really up their skills, become world-class, not to expect people to do, oh, shame, they're going to buy from the local guys because they feel sorry for them, but really working, people like us working with in proper professional accelerators, helping entrepreneurs to not just be good, but to be world-class. So we really can bring supply chains closer to home, and that's good for business. So I think what's happening internationally can actually be a good thing for us.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, Catherine. Catherine Wijnberg is the CEO at Fetola. All right, still to come on All Angles, the ongoing fighting in Sudan continues, and aid organizations